Good morning, friends. Today's video is all about how to crack an interview. Now, I'm getting so many questions exactly what should we do to crack an interview? What should be the right way of cracking an interview exactly? And so and so forth. So, today's video is all about what we should do to crack an interview. I know this video might not be for those who are willing, who are expecting that I'm going to make a video about travel vlogs. Well, not today. Well, I'm getting a lot of questions exactly don't travel exactly what we should do to crack an interview. So today I'm going to discuss exactly what we should do to crack an interview. Now, the first and foremost thing is you need to be prepared. You need to be absolutely prepared exactly what needs to be done in an interview. Now there are three rules. Yeah. So there are three things that you need to you need to be prepared for. First thing is you have to be mentally prepared when you go for an interview. Second, you need to be physically prepared. And third, you need to be tactically prepared. Now, when I say mentally, I mean you need to be focused. You need to be present at the time of the interview, so that when the interviewer asks you a question, exactly how you're going to answer those questions. So that's how you should prepare yourself. Now, when I say physically, you have to dress properly. You have to be in a formal attire. You have to look good, right? Because you know that when you look good, you feel good. So that's one thing. Now, when I say tactically, you have to be smart enough to challenge all the questions which have been given to you. You have to be smart enough to make the interviewer ask you the questions that you want. Now, for example, when you are giving your introduction, so you have to give your introduction in such a way that the interviewer will only ask you the question pertaining to the information that you're providing. For an example, like when I go to the interview, when I present myself, I provide those information which I have already prepared myself. For example, since I am a traveler, I love traveling. So when I go for an interview, I say that I am a traveler. Now I'm sure that the next question that they will ask you, so tell me exactly where you have been recently. So now the second thing that comes into the picture is usage of past tenses. Now guys, most of us, we have challenges in terms of using past tenses because we are not used to it. Now what we can do to improve it, now we have to work on certain things through which you can improve your past tense experiences. And how you can do that, now let me tell you. For example, make some topics, choose some topics, I would say choose some topics, and start using statements in the past tenses. For example, my last visit to Shimla, or how I woke up yesterday, what I did yesterday, things like that. Now why I'm saying is because mostly the questions that you will be getting from the interviewer, they will check and see exactly how you use your past tenses. And that is where most of us lack, or most of us get the troublesome. So usage of past tense, that is the second most important thing. The third thing is avoid using foregons. Now we are not the natural speaker of English language. That's not our mother tongue, I'm sorry. So we tend to make mistakes. The most often mistakes that we do is usage of foregons. For example, okay, so these are called foregons. So avoid using that. The fourth is a small usage of small statements. Now, when you go to an interview, don't use long statements. The reason why I'm saying is because when you tend to use long statements, the chances of you using grammatical errors would be definitely high. Avoid using long statements. Instead, use use small statement. I'm sorry, I am I'm having a hard time. So yes, start using small statements. Take pauses. Now, when you take pauses, you will have time to think about the next statement. Why I'm saying is because as I said, we are not the natural speaker of English language. So for those who are having issues, exactly what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. So for them, the best way to do is to use small statements. Now, the fifth the fifth and the foremost important, the foremost important for every one of us, not just you, for me and everyone, that is being confident. So when you go for an interview, always and always look in the eye of the interviewer. Do not look here and there, because that is when you lose your confidence, because the interviewer will think that you are thinking and then speaking, which means that you are not confident enough. Now what else that you can do is, when you're talking, put a smile on your face. Not like this, I know, but then when you smile, when you're smiling and when you're talking to someone, you can see the differences. You can try that. What you can do, the best way of practicing is, see, stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself for almost half an hour. That's one thing. Second is, when you talk to your friends, look in their eyes when you talk and try to put a smile on your face. When you put a smile on your face when you talk to them, they will see the difference and they will definitely notice it and they will tell you. So listen to their feedbacks as well. Now, the sixth important thing would be definitely having a brief knowledge of the current affairs and geography. Why is because when you have knowledge about geography and current affairs, you will have something to talk about. For example, most often questions that are getting asked in the interview is women empowerment, how what we can do to change the life of others and things like that. So see, I'm not going to take much of the time. It's big. You can definitely search it out in Google. You can Google it out and you can check and see exactly what are the things that are the most common topics right now at present. And when you talk about geography, so know about your geography in and out. Yes, it's always good to have information. Why you know it better, you should have knowledge. That is when you can speak. If you don't have a knowledge, then it's hard for you even to manage for yourself for more than 2 minutes. You can talk to somebody about something for 2 minutes, and after that, if you don't have knowledge, then you will think here and there that I should have that information, and I would have made a greater impact on the interview. So big guys, these are the things you should be focused when you go to the interview, and this will definitely give you the edge, how you can crack at an interview, because cracking an interview is not a tough thing. It's just a matter of fact how you are preparing yourself. So depending upon the interview, you can choose the topics, but these are the basic things that everyone should know about it. And guys, if you like the video, I will definitely ask you to give you a big thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. Yes, I'm not putting new videos for a couple of months because I was out traveling and I had some other my work and my business, so I was taking care of it. But yes, from now onwards you will be getting more videos on regular basis. I'll try my best to give every day a video. Thank you so much, guys. Again, take care, enjoy, and have fun. Bye bye.